Hello, guys. Welcome to Boxing Blog Center, home of Nigerian and African boxing. Please, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the like and, of course, the subscriber right now. We are live, and if you're live with me right now, please click the like button, like the video, because we have. Listen, bro. Listen, guys. I'm going to definitely break this down for you guys. As for me, I keep it real right here. Recently, Frank Warren, let's say Queensberry Promotions, announced that Dana Dubois will be, fighting, coming back, returning to the ring June 5th, okay, against Bodgandino in a WBA interim title, okay, for the WBA interim title, okay. And I was like very skeptical because the WBA has a lot of like titles, and as a boxer fan, you tend to get tired of it because imagine like Joshua is the super champion, Dubois is the regular champion. The interim champion can as well become the mandatory for Joshua. You think I'm lying? You think I'm just saying it? Frank Warren's plan is, this guy knows how to plan stuff, and I don't know how he gets away with it, but it's just something that he does. So Dana Dubois lost to our brother Dubois, okay, last time, and I think they fought for the number 2 position, but the winner of that one was supposed to challenge Usyk and then and fight for the final eliminator or so. Usyk is ranked number 1 in WBO rankings, and Dubois defeated Dana Dubois, so he got the Dubois spot, even though Frank Warren didn't want it. They wanted it to be like that. And now Frank Warren had to use his influence. He used his influence to get he's trying to get Dubois in the mix. And if Dubois beats Bodgandino, which I see, I don't know. Bodgandino is he's a tough guy. He only has 2 losses on his record. And his record, he's lost to the likes of Jeremy Miller and Kurapulev, and he has like 20 wins or so, so he's been on a winning streak since losing to Miller and Kurapulev. So now how he go to that position? Now he's ranked number 1. Bodgandino is number 1 in the WBA rankings. Can you believe it? Okay, before I play the clip of Frank Warren explaining it and explaining his master plan for Dana Dubois, let's of course look at the rankings, the heavyweight ranking. Okay, let's look at it, and I will play the clip, and then you hear it from Frank Warren himself explaining it. So the Dubois can possibly get himself in the mandatory position to fight for Joshua's WBA title, and that's the reality of boxing. This is when we say boxing is a corrupt sport. Like the likes of Efia Jagba is in WBA rankings. Okay, number 11. Okay, he's 11 WBA rankings. But anyway, let's look at the world rankings, heavyweight division. Let's look at it, guys. We have to. Very important. So here we are. Here we are. This is, of course, the official top 15 rankings for boxing's 4 major international organizations: WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. Of course, you also have the IBO, but that one is not like major yet. but it's still a world title. Now, WBC rankings. Let's look at it. Let's go ahead. Then after this one, I'm going to play the clip, and I'm going to give my sincere thought before I come over here, because I don't want to. Listen, I'm a realist. A lot of people don't like me because I'm a realist. Realists sometimes they don't try to be diplomatic. I just go straight to the point and I speak my mind. Now looking at the rankings right here, WBC right here, Deontay Wilder is number 1. I can't argue with that, despite losing to Tyson Fury. Wilder is still, at the top. So the champions in WBC are Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is the interim champion, interim WBC champion. It means that Dillian Whyte is not in a position where he gets to fight. He can also make a case to fight the winner of Joshua Fury. Okay, that's the thing, so we can make a case for that. But this is where it's gonna get messy. I always say, okay, I know that Joshua Fury signed a 2-fight deal, but regardless of anyone that wins the fight, okay, for example, if Joshua were to win, Joshua would likely defend his title than if Fury wins. If Fury wins, he probably just vacate all like he did, like he did when he beat Klitschko. Just after beating Klitschko, a week later, he let his IBF belt go, So Fury is, for him, it's easy for Fury to let belts go because he doesn't really need it. He just need it for clout. Okay, Fury doesn't want to hold a belt because they say I'm a champion or something like that. But he's never defended a belt once, so he can arguably leave it. But Joshua valued those belts, and even if Joshua beats Fury, he's gonna want to defend it, against him in their second bout. And if the belts are not, he could ask. Listen, we are looking at a situation where the best might not even be aligned in their second fight. That is if Fury doesn't duck out. Fury is gonna try to find any excuse to avoid that fight. Now, Tyson Fury is of course the WBC super champ. Dillian Whyte is the interim. Okay, of course he lost that position before, but he got it back after he defeated Quirky in the rematch. Then Wilder number 1, Usyk number 2. We have Luis Ortiz 3, and the Readiness in the 4th position. Dubois 5th is good position for Dubois. 6 Joseph Parker, 7 Michael Hunter, 8 Alexander Povetkin, 9 Filip Ergovic, 10 Ajit Caballero, 11 F.A. Jagba is here. Okay, 11. Okay, a long way to go, but climbing up a little bit. 12 Tony Yoka, 13 Charles Martin, 14 Frank Sanchez, 15 Derek Chisora. Okay, Derek Chisora in the top 15. That's good. Now the WBA, this is where it gets tricky. Dubois can possibly become this is where I say Dubois can possibly become the mandatory for Joshua. Okay, or the winner of Joshua and Fury. Now, Joshua right here is the super champ, okay? Manuel Cha, what does he hold? I don't know, man. What is Manuel Cha? Let me see. I know Trevor Bryan is the regular champ. I think, yeah, Manuel Cha was stripped. They stripped Manuel Cha. The WBA stripped Manuel Cha, I heard. So, Trevor Bryan is the regular champ, while Robert Elenius is the WBA gold. He has the WBA gold. Okay. Now the rankings. So Usyk is number 1 here. Borgandino is number 2. Okay. Borgandino is number 2. Usyk will be disqualified. Okay. Borgandino become number 1 once Usyk fights Joe Joyce. Remember the WBO. Okay. Remember the WBO ordered Usyk and Joyce to fight for the WBO final eliminator. Okay, it means that they have to fight as the final eliminator for Joshua WBO strap. Okay, the winner of that one will become the mandatory for Joshua. Okay, so or let's say the winner of Joshua and Fury, because there's still a fight that's yet to happen, and this can change at any given time. So now, 2 Bodgadino, 3 Deontay Wilder, 4 Luis Ortiz, 5 Andy Ruiz, 6 Adam Konaki, 7 Charles Martin, 8 Chris Arreola, 9 Adit Kabaye, 10 Eden Dubois, 11 Efia Jagba. Efia Jagba is also in WBA rankings, ranked number 11 as well, same as in WBC rankings. So shout out to my brother Moses Morgan. How you doing, bro? Shout out to Phil Zulu Warriors. Are you from South Africa or what? So Frank Sanchez is number 12, is ranked 12, yeah, WBA. Otto Wallen, 13, 14. This guy Zan Kozobuski, the guy that beat our brother. You know, the reason why Zan Kozobuski is here because he won the WBA international title, I think. If Another Wareme had beaten Zan Kozobuski, he would have been here now. But Zan Kozobuski got that, you know. He said, I love what you're doing. Thanks, brother. I do appreciate you for coming to the show. I appreciate you, bro. And 15, Michael Coffey. Okay, Michael Coffey. I know Michael Coffey. Like, he's not really beating anybody yet, though, in a way. Coffey. Now, you can tell that Daniel Dubois is ranked number, is in a 10th position right here. Okay, is in top 10. Is in top 10 position now. Now, Daniel Dubois and Bodgadino, okay, are going to be fighting. Bodgadino is in number 2 position. Now, are going to be fighting June 5th, okay? 5th of June, they'll be fighting. Then, let's say Daniel Dubois wins now. That's for the WBA. Then, he'll become the WBA interim heavyweight champion. Once Alexander Usyk fights Joe Joyce, I'm explaining this thing to you right how it works. Once Alexander Usyk fights Joe Joyce, once that fight get made, Joe Joyce will be Alexander Usyk will be disqualified from here. Bodgadino will become number 1. So the winner between Daniel Dubois and Bodgadino becomes number 1 and the mandatory for Anthony Joshua. So even the WBA they've written this down, okay? I think they've sent a letter to, I don't know to what promoter they've sent a letter to, but Frank Warren stated this. He talked about this. So we are going to definitely look at Frank Warren's statement, and then we're going to proceed, okay? Frank Warren's statement. I don't want to go to the IBF. Ajagba is not here. Daniel Dubois, is he in the IBF rankings? No. Daniel Dubois is of course in the WBO rankings. 10 year. He's 10 WBA, and he's not in the WBC. Okay. So let's take a look at it, guys. You know, so.
Having had the conversation with the relevant person concerned.
All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sani, and today we've got big news, and I've got just the men who are going to tell you the news. Joining me, Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren and his young heavyweight charge, Daniel Dubois. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. Frank, I'm going to come to you first. We've got a fight for Daniel. Talk to me.
We have. I've been working very hard with Greg Cohen in the States, who looks after Dinu, who's the WBA interim champion, and he's agreed, and we've agreed, that that fight will take place, his defence in that case, in this country, against Daniel. So Daniel's going right into the deep end. You know, 20-2 his ranking, his fight record is, and this is no messing around. He's got, you know, he had a lot There's a lot of pressure on him, Daniel, after the last fight in certain quarters from certain people who made certain comments. But he's not shied away from this. He's gone straight in, and it's for the interim title. And the WBA have written, and we've seen the letter they wrote to Greg, stating that the winner of him and Dinu will be the mandatory for the WBA heavyweight champion. So that's what this is all about. That's what we've worked on hard to do and deliver for Daniel. And you know, I think Daniel can go out there and make a statement. Joe Joyce's fight.
You know, no shame in that. I've come back, put everything.
That's Daniel Dubois against Bogdan Dinu. I think it's June 5th. Is that right, Frank?
Yes, it is. That's the date for it.
June 5th. Daniel, I'm going to come straight to you here. I mean, sometimes when fighters come back after a loss, you know, they get brought back slowly and maybe they ease their way in a couple of 6-rounders. I remember you saying to me, you wanted to just be involved in big fights and get right back in the mix. You didn't want to be babied back. Here you are, WBA interim title shot. You must be happy.
I am. You know, it's just the kickstart I need to get back on the road and put everything behind me and look forward to, you know, a new challenge ahead of me. And that's something to be excited for, and something, you know, all this hard work I'm doing now is all preparation for it, and I can't wait to go.
So, guys, you know, I've showed you guys. You heard it. Okay, Borgadino, according to Frank Warren, is the interim champion. I don't know about that. How did he get there? Like, how did he fight to get there? This is, you know, you see how strange boxing is. Who did Borgadino fight to get to become the interim WBA champion? I don't know. Okay, you know, who did he fight to get there? I don't know. Now, Dillian White might be the interim WBC champion. Okay, now if the Dubois were to beat Borgadino now, I think he will. Okay, let's say once he defeats him, or if he does, or let's say if, because we don't know if the Dubois is still seeing some ghost, you know, from his loss to our brother Joe Joyce, or he's just brush it off and, you know, it's gonna come back and do damage, you know, or he's taking it as a motivation to become better, you know, as a fighter, because I've seen a picture of him and Chisora sparring. So I think he's getting the quality sparring right now. Now, okay, let's say if he beats Borgadino, so the winner of that fight becomes the mandatory for Joshua WBA strap. You see how you see Frank Warren's master plan. You see it right now. You see his master plan, and you see how it's like this is the fastest shortcut ever to get to get to a world title. This is the fastest shortcut ever. I don't know what relationship Frank Warren has with WBA. It's gonna be weird though, because the Trevor Bryan is the regular champion. Okay, the regular champion is the original strap before, you know, the WBA created the super champ. Okay, super champ means now you are the champ above the rest of the champs. Okay, if that even makes sense, because in I think that, like, the thing is that with all these different belts, a lot of people don't even know who's champ anymore, because everybody tends to just have, you know, like everybody tends to just have belts now. So I think it has to do with I don't know about money. I don't know about money. So Team Ajagba should have worked harder to get to that position. Imagine Ajagba becoming mandatory. You know, that would be nice. But Ajagba himself said he's not ready for a world title yet. He's got like a year plus to fully prepare, because he wants to work on some of his weaknesses and all this stuff. That is a good point from Ajagba. At the same time, I would have loved Ajagba to climb up the rankings. I mean, Ajagba is in number 11 or so. So 11th position, I would have loved to see him climb up the rankings and, you know, get to a very good be at a very good position. He's ranked by the WBC and WBA and not ranked by the IBF and WBO. I guess he will get there. No, it's just like crazy, man. Anyway, So Daniel Dubois could end up fighting Anthony Joshua. You see what I told you? Because Usyk is number 1 in the WBA right now. Okay. Now Usyk is in negotiation with Team Joe Joyce to get that fight made for the WBA WBO final eliminator, meaning the winner of Joe Joyce and Usyk, if that fight happens, becomes the mandatory, for Joshua's WBO strap. Okay, then the winner of Bogandino and Dubois becomes the mandatory for Joshua's WBA strap. So losing, believe you me, if you have a good promoter, losing is like, it doesn't really mean shit right now. Then, like, so many fighters are coming up, and Dubois lost, and it just got like Dubois once Dubois beats Bogandino, he's going to be in a better position than Dillian White. You see how crazy it is. Dubois will be in a better position than Dillian White. So once they get to that position, Dubois then might say, or might tell Dillian White, listen, we're in the same position right now. Let's fight. Okay? The winner will automatically become, the mandatory for the winner of Joshua Fury. Because let's say now the IBF, Joshua has fulfilled the IBF mandatory, okay? By fighting when he fought Kurapulev, he fulfilled that. Now WBO was next, was said to be next, okay? Losing the Usyk stuff, and then then the Fury one came in, and then the Joe Joyce Dubois fight happened, and Joe Joyce is now in number 2 position, and Usyk got that position because he was undisputed in the cruiserweight division. So there's a law. I think there's a law that if you're undisputed in the cruiserweight, when you move up to heavyweight, you automatically become the mandatory. But in this case, since Joshua and Fury has to fight, the WBO now ordered Usyk to fight Joe Joyce. Usyk to fight Joe Joyce. Now ordered as a final eliminator, meaning after that fight happened, the winner of that fight, there will be no other final eliminator anymore. There will be like no other fight in between. The winner can just sit down and wait for a shot. But now, do you know how this gets very messy? The WBA now can also say, listen, whoa, like we are next. They can say we are next. This is a crazy part of boxing. They can say we are next. Frank Warren will probably fight it. Frank Warren will fight it and say we are next. So in order to, like, WBC will also say, WBC can't really say that because if Joshua were to win to beat Tyson Fury, then Joshua will have to fulfill the mandate. Like we have to fulfill the WBA or WBO mandatory first before WBC. That will be the last. That's the last straw. It's just crazy. So the reason why Frank Warren is doing this is because he wanted just to be among the men so bad. And I don't know. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I know it's not a bad decision from Frank Warren, but at the same time, Dubois is not ready. He's not ready at the elite level yet. Dubois still need to fight. Dubois should fight 2 bumps, okay, maybe 3 bumps, okay, or three cab drivers. Then fight Bogandino, and then maybe fight someone else before he can get to that position. But if he does that, he's gonna be out of the mix for a very, very long time. And Frank Warren don't want that. Frank Warren has always tipped Dubois to be the next Anthony Joshua. He's always wanted it to be like that. That's why when Dubois first came out, all he did was use Joshua's name. He used the sparring story that he dropped Anthony Joshua, which was later confirmed to not be true or so. People that were there that were the sparring, but anything can happen in sparring. What happens in sparring stays in sparring, and it doesn't really matter, because sparring is a place where you get to learn about the sport. You get to grow as a fighter. You work on your craft, on your weaknesses. Sparring is just a training. Okay, it's form of training. You're just learning your craft. That's why some fighters some fighters in sparring they just allow you to beat them up. They will allow you to beat them up really bad because they want to be in a tough position. So Dubois sparred a lot of guys, but he's never really sparred guy. Like when he sparred Joshua didn't really take it. Like Joshua took it easy on him. Dubois doesn't really have a sophisticated amateur background like that, so Joshua took it easy on him. So Joshua taking it easy on him, he took advantage of Joshua's easiness, and so what happened. So he took that to his heart and started talking about it. Oh, I dropped Joshua's sparring. I did this. He saw what happened, and now they want to get him in the midst. Listen, a good final eliminator would have been Bogadino versus Efe Ajagba. Okay, Ajagba. Listen, if we should look at this, let's look at these rankings right here. Let's look at it right here. Let's see who's fought the better opponent. Let me see. I want to check something out so that I know we're on track here. Now, in the WBA right now, who's fought a better position? Okay, remove Wada from the equation. Okay, we're talking about the prospect. Wada already lost. Wada already was a champion. So Wada, okay, he deserves number 3, yeah, but it's not supposed let's remove him from the equation. Now, Adam Konaki got beat by Robert Elenius. So Elenius is not in the rankings. You see, Adam Konaki got beat by Robert Elenius. Okay, Elenius is not in the rankings. Okay, and the original lost. It's supposed to be out. So now, this is what I'm saying. What is what I always say about these rankings? This is what I always say about the ranking. Yeah, this is what I don't like about the ranking. See what I'm saying? Now, if you're Ajagba versus maybe you can make Ajagba lose Otis. Okay, then maybe Luis already lost, or he lost. He's lost, I think, twice against Deontay Wilder. So let's keep that in mind. Let's look at who are undefeated here. Zango Zabuski is undefeated, but he just came in to the equation, so it doesn't really count. Let's say Franz Sanchez is undefeated, and Dubois already defeated. Adit Kabayem undefeated. Chris Arreola. You see, Chris Arreola is ahead of Ajagba in the rankings. So now you see you see the BS of these governing bodies. This is why I wish we could just scrap all these governing useless bodies and just form I wish there's a central government in boxing, because if there was that, if we had a central government, bro, things would have been more easier. Now Ajagba should be fighting for this position right now. Because he's the one who has no losses. Okay, Usyk has no loss, but he's gonna fight Dubois for the WBO final eliminator. Now, Bogadino already has 2 losses. Deontay Wilder 1 loss. Luis Otis 2. Andrews Jr. 2. Adam Konaki 1. Charles Martin 2. 2 is it 2? Yeah, 2. Yeah. Chris Arreola, I don't know how many he has, but many. Adit Kabayem undefeated. Then Dubois, 1. Efe Ajagba undefeated. So Ajagba should be the one fighting for this right now. You see what I'm saying? But Dubois is fighting for it, and this is what I'm saying. Boxing politics. So according to the WBA, the winner of Bogadino versus Dubois becomes mandatory. But it's the Usyk, the winner of Usyk and Joe Joyce become the mandatory, the WBO mandatory. WBA mandatory. White is not be called yet. He's not be called yet. White is yet to be the mandatory for WBC. They have not ordered it yet, you know. But he's the interim. So as the interim champion, I don't know where does this leave. Where does this leave Trevor Bryan and Manu Cha? Manu Cha was stripped of his regular title. Bro, this is crazy. And how did Trevor Bryan got there? He fought Bermers Steven to get there. Bermers Steven, both Bermers Steven and Trevor Bryan are Don King's fighter. So Bermers Steven, who's had so many losses, bro, how did he even get there? How did he even get to compete for the regular WBA strap? You know. So anyway, it is what it is, and it's just crazy tonight. There's a lot of good fights. Bubu Andrade. I'm supporting Andrade to beat Liam Williams. I think Liam Williams is a tough fighter. I don't know if he's not as skillful as Bubu Andrade, but you never know. Bubu Andrade is yet to get 5. I don't know, man. These people are just avoiding him. Gennady Golovkin, Canelo, even Billy Joe Sanders was supposed to fight a guy, and we all know what happened. You know, we all know what happened. They did what they had to do to pull out. I wish the guy get a title soon. You know, like get another title like Unify, because he's a WBO middleweight champion. So I wish he gets another one. Try to unify the weight, but it's gonna be hard. If people see you're dangerous in boxing, they don't want to fight you. And if they see that you're dangerous and you're not a draw, okay, meaning you don't have the financial backings, or you know what I mean, like that. So they just avoid you. You know, it's just what it is, man. Anyway, thanks, guys. So Frank Warren's master plan has been unveiled. And what do you guys make of this? Like the video, share, subscribe. If you're watching live right now, you know what you have to do. By the way, our brother Efetuba Apochi fights tonight. I'm going to be breaking that down. I don't know, man. Probably with my brothers, we'll break that down. Maybe come live again. Boxing. There are like 3 boxing shows tonight, so no sleep for me tonight. Gonna be wide awake for the fights. In fact, I'm even gonna watch the Jake Paul Ben Askren one. I'm gonna go live for that as well. It'd be nice to to talk about it. Even though I'm not a fan of Jake Paul, you know, neither guys. Not me. But I think it'll be good for entertainment. You know, I think Jake Paul, I don't know, the guy's not a fighter. I can't say he knocked Ben Askren out, but he can do that. He's taking the sport serious. Anyway, let's never talk about that guy, Jake Paul, whatsoever. The guy's just like a YouTuber, wannabe boxer. Now, I'm gonna be watching our brother Efetuba Apochi going against a monster in Dion Nicholson, both undefeated fighters, bro. And it's gonna be it is for the WBA final eliminator, meaning the winner of Apochi and Dion Nicholson can now become the mandatory for this French guy. What's his name again? Guiden? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Guiden or so. Yeah, the winner of that one become the mandatory for Guiden. The cruiserweight, belt strap. So it's gonna be interesting. Apochi's getting there. 10 fights, 10 knockouts. Tonight is gonna be a very interesting night because it's going against a guy that has 14 wins, 13 knockouts. So the guy is powerful. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. God bless you all. Cheers. Stay blessed.